Greetings, beloveds. You are indeed a funny bunch. When you are able to find humor in your own actions, in your own thoughts, in your own beliefs, when you are able to laugh at yourself and able to release the judgment that you have, for understand that all judgment that you cast upon another, that you project onto another, beloveds, is self-judgment. It is judgment for the way that you say, I would never do that. I would never be that way. It is the way that you roll your eyes. It is the way that you reject the ones that you love the most. This is all self-rejection. This is all self-judgment. It is all the ways that you say, I would never speak that way. I would never think that way. I would never look that way. I would never talk that way. I would never eat that way. I would never walk that way. I would never run that way. Have you ever watched someone run and you judge them for how they run? Have you ever watched someone walk and you judge them for how they walk? Have you ever watched someone breathe and you judge them for how they breathe? Have you ever watched someone laugh and you judge them for how they laugh? These are all aspects of self, beloveds. All aspects of self. And yet you have these breathtaking moments of looking upon another and saying, I love this being. I love this being with everything that I have. I love this being with all of my heart. That is you loving an aspect of yourself. So find joy today in forgiving yourself for your judgments. In saying, here's a place where I have judged another. I have said, this should be different than the way that it is. Brush that thought with innocence and love and forgiveness and find salvation. I have judged that car for driving too quickly. I have judged that car for driving too slowly. I have judged my friend for being late. I have judged my friend for being early. I have judged myself for all the thoughts that I think that have cast darkness and judgment onto another. And instead, beloveds, today, allow love to be sent out from your heart, from your mind, from your will, and from your actions. Allow love to be how you lead every moment of your life. Begin to find innocence. When you make the shift from looking through the monocle of judgment, this should be different. This is wrong. This is too big. This is too small. This is too tall. This is too short. This is too fat. This is too thin. This is too long. This is too short. This is too hot. This is too cold. You look at the differences. You look for and will find what separates you. If you change the perception and you look instead of with a singular, look with a broad perspective. If you can grant to others the love to say, I embrace you with the eyes of love. I embrace you with the heart of love. Let me embrace you with the words of love. If you can look to compliment rather than to judge, if you can look to express kindness rather than resentment, if you can live in gratitude. I am so grateful that you are here in my life. I am so grateful that you have brought your heart towards me, for me, and with me to love me as you do. I am so grateful that you have given me yet another opportunity to forgive myself. I am so grateful that you once again allow me to remember how much I love, because I remember how much I love you. If you can do this, you have come to a way of mastery. You have come through the way of the heart, beloveds. We ask you to look upon your judgments. We ask you to pause long enough to become the observer of the thoughts that make their way through your mind, and to realize that you have created the disasters in your life. You have created the pain and the angst. And just as easily and just as readily as you have created these circumstances, and yes, we understand that they are unconscious for most, bring yourself with a sense of hypervigilance, beloved ones, to observe the thoughts that you think, to observe the projections that you make, to observe the darkness that you paint upon another when you judge them. Repeal the darkness, beloved. Reevaluate every decision and every relationship that you have. Allow yourself to be cleansed. Bathe, soak, immerse yourself in water, and allow yourself to be cleansed. Allow yourself to once again become whole, the wholeness that you are, not the darkness that you have painted, the corner that you have painted yourself into, beloved ones. Indeed, I am one with the Holy Spirit. That was the point. But here's the even greater point. Are you ready? So are you. You are one with the Holy Spirit. When you remove every shred of darkness, when you release and forgive every judgment you have ever made, when you can delve deeply within your own soul, when you can find the voice of God that lives within you, when you're willing to release every thought of judgment and you will live only with the light of truth, when you allow God to be present in your moment at each and every light and know that every circumstance, every situation, every word, every aspect of beingness is not except for the presence and the love that God is, you will have come to the world the experience of true mastery. And you will find me there, as I am with you always, beloveds. So reach out with word, reach out with thought, reach out with your actions. Apply kindness and love to yourselves. Forgive yourselves for all that you have done to paint yourselves into a box that is small and tiny, believing that you are anything other than the pure light and the love of God. Sing in gladness. Create. Let your creativity come forth, beloveds. Your salvation exists within your relationship to your God self. Seek within and find it, beloveds. Do not be just the seekers, be the finders. Be the ones who know and be the way showers. For every time that you forgive, every time that you find more of yourself, you are lighting the way for all those who come with you on your journey. Know that you have our love and our light with you always, and call upon it, for it is yours for the asking. Our blessings to you always, beloveds. We will speak with you again.